any pictures left that you took? No negatives?
Oh, yes, I have a few. I like the
The one you sent to London, you didn't keep the negative?
No, I have just a few I got back.
Ah, okay.
I would think that was maybe duplicates, but it was not my name on them. But they gave it to me, so I think they supposed I was a photographer.
Yeah, but you did recognize the pictures in the movie, where they were used in the movie?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I couldn't see that.
Background for the special effects.
But I read the report later and said it was the qualities of the background pictures was so-so.
I think I drove you around.
Yeah.
I think so. But no, it was there, finding the nice spots for the background.
Yeah. It's I start to forget.
Is it legal for you to sell those pictures today?
I don't know.
Or there's other rights that
I'm very careful. I will. We have talked about that later. Originally, they wasn't too strict on this, but when Disney now takes over, they've been very strict. So I want that picture, of course, is not. It's not in the film exactly like that. So I don't know if it's my right or Disney's right. I don't know. But I don't say much. Yeah.
So if you can't sell it, you might give it away to the hotel, for instance. We'll
Yes,
see.
I give it away, yes.
But I was not up here all the time. I was traveling back and forth from Oslo several times a week. But what I remember is really, like I told you yesterday, the cooperation with Gary Kurtz was extremely good. He was, I would say, as far as I know, not a typical Hollywood producer, because he was a very nice guy. He was hands-on all the time, and also afterwards. And all his crew, Robert Watts and Norman Reynolds, very nice and very competent people. And all of them have had great success after The Empire Strikes Back. So George Lucas was very clever picking his crew and his management. And it was only a pleasure working with them. I worked with them for almost 2 years, and it was a fantastic period. The best period in my life in the movie business, really. And also the Norwegian crew was very good and very competent, and you didn't have to sign anything, but I think that I was the one that hired Svein first, and he was very clever getting his people. He knew you and knew everybody, and he trusted everybody, so it was not necessary to have any contracts, because he knew you took pictures, you didn't sell them. Very good. So
He called me. I said, Christian, I need you in Finns this week. I said, okay. Have you seen the first Star Wars movie? No. So they rented the in the biggest screen in Oslo, enormous cinema. Svein, Elin, Hilde working in the company. And me.
that was you.
Yeah,
I was there.
You were there.
Yeah.
You were.
We had one 70mm print. Okay. That's the use of
It's 4 or 5 words.
yeah. Well, let's see the
First time I was here in 2017, I came up in the afternoon, and I knew that I would have to say at some stage that I found Star Wars quite boring. So I was booked on the night train back to Oslo the same night. Just to be safe, not to be beaten up. But later I understood that it was accepted. I've been here every year since. God knows what will happen from now on. Let's see.
And I'm not going to ask you what you did with your jacket.
My jacket was stolen. Yeah, in Portugal. Shortly afterwards, I came to Oslo 9th of April. Next morning, I took my car and I drove to Portugal. I was there 3 days later, and that first night there, it was stolen. It was in my car. But at that time, I didn't care. I didn't need it. Actually, it was worn out completely. I don't think it was very warm either. It wasn't that good. What I have today is 10 times better. Wow. Yeah.
What about your jacket? Do you want to tell us about that?
I would not like to not tell you. But it has to do something with my wife. She didn't like it very much. So then you can fix what's going to happen. But when I told her that this has been sold for 100,000 kroner, she was a little worried. She wanted the money, but not seeing me with this jacket. She thought I was too old to it.
Any more questions?
It looks very nice on you.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, the crew is here for several months, and you have an area where you have tourists and people cross-country skiing here, you have local residents. How did you make sure that, you have filming right next to the hotel? How did you make sure that nobody saw the filming or saw the cast while they were here? It seemed like very difficult to keep people away.
There was almost no others here.
Really?
I mean, we had the hotel complete.
Yeah.
The Finnsøyta was also only open for our
Yeah, we had the whole of Finnsøyta.
It was very rarely somebody passing us. We saw very few people.
And local residents were curious.
Local residents, there were no local residents.
Okay.
I mean, there was a group of people working for the railway.
Yeah.
In those days, they lived in the barracks up here, maybe 20 of them. And that's the guys, when the train gets stuck in an avalanche, they go up there with shovels and dig up the whole train by them. That is it. They're not here anymore. I don't know what they're doing today.
We had a very close cooperation with the people on the railway. So, and also say that Chapter 2 Productions paid them well.
Yeah.
So they were very clever, very loyal. So when we had this avalanche at Hallingskeid, and you won on the other side, and they had been at this avalanche for 3 days, coming back in the middle of the night, and we asked them to pick up Harrison Ford at Ustadhuset, not Haugastorg, and open the line. No problem. They just started. And it was 2 drivers. It was one from this from the Star Wars. It was the location manager, Phil Kohler, and his friend, a bottle of whiskey. And coming back, it was the 2 drivers and one actor and Phil Kohler and no bottle of whiskey. But the next morning, like you said, he was up, dressed, ready for filming. That's professional, really.
And maybe he will, I would guess, in the meantime, he will add also some red wine in my room.
Yes. And he had been singing a lot.
He wasn't singing.
He wasn't singing. It was only you and Carrie Fisher.
Mark Hamill also was.
Oh, yes, yes.
Carrie was very eager.
Yeah.
Tell,
That's good.
remember her mother.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford really liked the railway people. We used to go up with them in some snow cleaning gear, he was driving in the locomotive.
Yes,
When the movie was filmed here, everything